Hello, and welcome back to Coin Lady channel. In light of today's judgment by Judge Torres, have you given any regard to the fact that XRP is the only large-cap coin with clear legal status in the United States? Since the SEC has never issued a declaration on Bitcoin, there is no clear legal status for the currency. Not officially, Kim Jong-Ginza and others have expressed their own views, but these do not represent official policy. Even the SEC has gone after a few small-cap cryptocurrencies so far. In the Kick Interactive situation, for example, the legal status of digital assets like the KIN token is unambiguous. There are, then, existing instances to draw upon. Legal uncertainty surrounds every other large-cap coin except XRP. Now, why might this possibly be so crucial? Well, certainly the markets have been heating up all year because to crypto, and there will be total enthusiasm in markets again at some point in the future. That's promising news, especially for the retail sector. The United States, among others, will see an increase in visitors. What do you believe this means on the institutional side of things, where the actual money is made, now that the law is clearer? You know, with the recent BlackRock ETF announcement, you're talking about huge corporations entering into crypto. I mean, they're aiming for the ETF regardless, and I have a feeling they'll get it. So, in your opinion, could an XRP ETF spot ETF possibly exist in the not-too-distant future? Moreover, what may this imply? You mean that XRP, or something representing XRP, is actually being traded on more conventional exchanges like the New York Stock Exchange and the Nasdaq? Given the elucidation of the law presented here, that makes sense before ETH wouldn't share think. So, today has been great, and I have something to share if anyone is interested. Currently, the time is 4:46 p.m. Central Standard Time. In my time zone, July 13th is now officially XRP Day. And numerous back and forths. Coinbase's relisting XRP, as I mentioned in my last video. Since then, additional progress has been made, with a number of exchanges relisting XRP. I didn't realize on the day this news broke that not only would it be positive, but that many exchanges would relist XRP on the same day. It happens quickly, yet that seems to be the case. These conversations make turning the device back on as easy as toggling a switch. In addition, I've heard back from Ripple's chief legal officer, Stuart Alderwriting, and from attorneys John Deaton and Brad Garland-Home, among others. But before we go any further, let me make it perfectly obvious that I have zero backing, either financial or legal. Neither legal nor financial counsel is being provided by me. And you should not make any financial decisions based on what I write or say. I'm merely a hobbyist who likes to share his knowledge on crypto-related issues through YouTube videos. This, however, would be a leisure activity only. And for lark's sake. That's why I've had a window open to a live coin watch feed here. Just wanted to let you know that ever since the judgment came out, their website has been broken AF and nothing would load because of the massive traffic and enthusiasm surrounding XRP and other cryptocurrencies. It's not easy for me to hit refresh because the prices aren't being updated in real time. So XRP is currently trading at 79 cents, down from its early day high of 90 cents. Although I can't forecast the future, given the magnitude of this development, I find it hard to believe that the highest possible Emery price will be only 90 cents. So, I have no idea if that stuff is going to pan out and shift significantly to the upside over the course of a few days or weeks. Or perhaps my initial impression is incorrect. Perhaps it's only going to get worse from here on out. But I wouldn't be shocked if XRP's price doesn't show much higher movement in the near future. News of this magnitude is extremely significant given the current state of affairs. Since CoinMarketCap appears to be able to cope with the traffic levels here, I've been utilizing it rather than Litecoin. Anyway, as I said in my previous video, Coinbase has relisted XRP, albeit I don't have the most recent tweet announcing this. But you can now buy and sell XRP on Coinbase. It is. Kraken is presented here. Kraken likewise has relisted XRP and is now open for trade. It's 3:13 p.m. and they've already started gloating. It is now 4:49 p.m. Central Standard Time, thus the actual delay is closer to 2 hours. That they were the pioneers in having XRP relist is a point of pride for them, but you know what? Okay, that makes sense. Bitstamp has reinstated XRP trading for users in the United States. It's important reiterating that we discussed word dimensions in my previous video, in case you missed it. Gemini has finally come out and said they are considering listing XRP. They didn't delist XRP, they never listed it in the first place since they are so anti-XRP for whatever ridiculous reasons they have. But even they are starting to see the light. We're going to investigate that, they said. Consequently, making such a statement in open forum. And, thinking, because if you're the Winkle, if you're the Winkle, if you're the Winkle, who run this exchange with the Gemini exchange, you'd think that you'd want to do that as a foo to the SEC and to stand in solidarity. Furthermore, to argue a broader point concerning legal permissibility. I find it hard to believe that they won't actually do it. If you conduct a search for stock exchanges in the United States, you'll get the same results every time. As I mentioned in my most recent video, I have no doubt about that, and I only learned for sure about Coinbase in my most recent video, but they will all be back. Over the past 24 hours, XRP has seen a remarkable volume of $7.5 billion. On a typical day, when nothing noteworthy occurs, there can be 700 million people living within it. And this is $7.5 billion. We have yet to hear from Nance about the future of our relationship. There seems to be radio silence coming from there, but CZ is active on Twitter. The most crucial portion of this judgment, as tweeted by Brad Garlandhouse, is that XRP itself is not a contract, transaction, or plan that meets the Howey criteria for an investment contract. That is an exact quote, by the way. We've got to win, and it's a shame that my first video is debuting today. Ignore the rest of it even if Ripple succeeds. So, Ripple did fail to win on several fronts. It's all irrelevant. Winners are those that have XRP. Absolutely. And I mentioned this as we were nearing the end of this case. If there is clarification for XRP, then it is a win in my book even if Ripple officially loses or has to pay a fine or this or that. Oh, I forgot to mention that I will also discuss how the SEC has been spinning this story. Here, in this clip. I should have stated that right off the bat in the video. Whoa, diversion. The things being spoken here are reprehensible. Nothing just propaganda, really. But anyhow, when Brad Garlandhouse mentioned that Binance CZ founder and CEO is the best of all time, Binance CEO answered with a goat emoji. I really want to visit CZ right now. Share some of the plans for XRP that Nance and I have been working on. Normally, this would be realistic, but I can't say for sure why that isn't happening in this case. Affidavits from holder are incorporated into the judge's judgment, as noted by attorney John Deaton XRP. According to Judge Torres, those 3,500 XRP holder affidavits that we submitted show that many programmatic buyers were completely unaware of Ripple's existence and quote. You actually changed things? Yeah. So, kudos to everyone who has put their name on an affidavit explaining why they bought XRP or why they hold it. Since it was already utilized in the case where the judge was touring John's chamber, it didn't have much of an effect. Simply put, it's impossible to emphasize. It's enormous, and the contributions of the XRP community as a whole are undeniable. Because, she emphasized once more, many programmatic buyers were completely unaware of the existence of Ripples, to quote what she said. And that's been our point the whole time. Most first-time XRP buyers are unaware of the Ripple effect. You shouldn't be surprised by this, as the vast majority of initial XRP purchases are made by customers located in countries other than the United States. You can't assume that everyone will be interested in Ripple because you've heard of it. This is, therefore, the case we've been making. Security is not the asset itself. This is a very impressive steward, too. Now, the chief legal officer of Ripples will share the following. This is a major victory. Legally speaking, XRP does not qualify as a security. This is also a legal issue. Securities do not include items sold on an exchange. Executive sales and external XRP disbursements to developers, charities, and employees do not constitute the sale or distribution of securities. The court ruled that only prior direct sales of XRP to institutional clients qualify as investment contracts. The court has ordered that only institutional sales be litigated further, and I am eternally grateful to the teams who have worked so diligently on this case for so long. Since the judge's ruling validates much of what the crypto sector has been battling for and demonstrates that the SEC does not have unrestricted jurisdiction over crypto, perhaps now is the time to have a reasonable discussion regarding crypto legislation in the United States. So, there you have it, even if Ripple didn't get everything they wanted, they'll be alright. There is no need to worry about XRP. It's legal to have it around. It doesn't make sense in terms of existence or safety. It is not the pinnacle of all Ripple's work. The SEC made such a ridiculous argument, and Judge Torres just destroyed it. Absolutely. That judge's tour de force dismantles the embodiment idea, which is a load of bull. I'm interested in seeing it. James K. File, an attorney and member of the XRP community, added this. This is the most crucial aspect of the decision, he tells me. Program trading does not involve securities. Furthermore, secondary market sales are neither investment contracts or securities because a programmatic buyer is in the same position as a secondary market purchaser. So, as we go along, I'll show you some language that implies the Judge Torres did right, that she wasn't addressing secondary markets, simply because it wasn't properly addressed to the court. I believe this was an A. footnote, which I'll show you in a moment. However, as Deaton's legal analysis demonstrates, even though she doesn't explicitly include secondary markets in her work, in practice she has. It's not black and white, there's complexity. That's next, and we need to look through it and maybe tweak it a bit. Let's start with some of the SEC's nasty rubbish. Here's what the SEC has to say in response to Fox Business's report on today's Ripple ruling, as reported by Eleanor Turd, Fox Business Reporters. According to the SEC, this is disgusting how grotesque it is that the court found that XRP tokens were offered and sold by Ripple as investment contracts and in violation of the securities laws. The court agreed with the SEC that the Howey test governs the securities analysis of cryptocurrency transactions, and it rejected Ripple's made-up test as to what constitutes an investment contract. Instead, it emphasized how we have held in subsequent cases that a variety of tangible and intangible assets can serve as the subject of an investment contract. The court also found the reasonable notice claim to be without merit because the Howey test is unambiguous. We will keep fighting the ruling and arguing that a lack of knowledge is not an excuse for breaking the law when it comes to securities. They put a lot of spin on things, they must be keeping themselves busy over there. What we're seeing here is completely ridiculous. And here we have Eric Voorhees, the man behind the cryptocurrency exchange Shapeshift, retweeting it and calling it what it is, propaganda. Absolutely. The crypto law organization, led by John Dean, has spoken out in response, stating that XRP is not a security. Judge Torres completely dismantled their case by ruling that neither tokens nor their public sale on exchanges qualify as securities. Keep looking over that section. It's not something you can buy your way out of. This from a lawyer called Katie Biber, as well. She currently serves as Paradigm's chief legal officer. Adding, Secretary, in case you missed it, Hillary was referring to the SEC's ridiculous spin when she remarked, SEC statement on Ripple has vibes of younger campaign hacks spinning on bad facts versus powerful government agency expected to tell the truth, do better. John Deaton, an attorney, tweeted at TED speaker Gary Gensler, "You lose," and he was 100% correct. I think that would be fantastic. He said, "You grab a SEC enforcement director account," in his message. "You lose, I love it," was all he wrote. "There's no need to name you," he added to the top law enforcement attorney prosecuting this case. "Losing is inevitable when you break your oath of office by failing to faithfully adhere to the law, misleading the court, and attacking the representative of the people you swore an oath to defend. Do you feel nice now? This is really satisfying." And only recently, the lawyer said, "John, and I'm begging myself not to take the easier way out at the moment and name this individual. No matter what, this will be remembered as one of the worst legal missteps in American history." That's quite a legacy to leave behind. And thus, this also happened. This, then, is the footnote I mentioned a few minutes ago. This is based on the ruling made just now. The text of this footnote looks like this. Since it is not before the court, it does not rule on whether or not XRP sales on the secondary market qualify as offers and sales of investment contracts. Okay? Also, Deaton, an attorney, wrote the following to convey the information. When Jeremy says she de facto concluded XRP status in the secondary market, she is referring to the judge in Taurus. He says SHE. Having so much text down here. This image was uploaded by attorney Jesse Hines and is thus relevant to the screenshot I just sent you. This picture was provided by Jesse Hines, which shows Judge Torres agreed with me from the start and said that a Howey analysis should be performed before any business deal. The fact that it was formerly marketed as an investment contract is irrelevant to its current value. Therefore, Judge Torres ruled that the issue of secondary sales is outside her jurisdiction and would require a new Howey review. However, the XRP we all own was acquired in the secondary market and is not a security. What I mean by de facto decide is exactly that. Despite her greeting, I declined to make a choice, and the outcome is clear. It's the same as evaluating whether or not secondary market transactions are legal. From there, you may apply the Howey test to any future transactions that might be illegal or unethical. There you have it. That sums it up nicely. Wow, what a fantastic day. In terms of cryptocurrency, today is the most momentous day of my life. I've been a resident of this city since last year's November 10th. The last 2.5 years have been absolutely brutal. In a word, yes. Fanta. I've only recently come to this conclusion, so I hope you understand. However, I hope that today is wonderful for you as well. I trust you are having a good time. Wow, you all are incredible. Also, I really appreciate all of your help. I feel like I need to reiterate how grateful I am for your unwavering support over the years. We appreciate your patience, but after much foolishness from the SEC, we're finally getting what we deserve. Since I'm not a financial expert, you shouldn't act on any advice I give, right? Please like and subscribe my channel. See you in the next video, bye.